I realized that a lot of people actually quit calisthenics because it's very overwhelming, right? Think about it. There's so many skills, so many things you should do and you can do. And because of that, it creates so much pressure on you, which can be the reason why you quit. For example, when I started calisthenics, of course, I wanted to unlock so many skills, the handstand push-ups, the muscle ups, the levers, the planches, and so on and so forth. And of course, if you've been doing calisthenics for a while, you know that it's very difficult to achieve so many skills at once. And sometimes, besides that, achieving a skill itself can take long. And because of that, it reduces your motivation to train. So you end up quitting. Okay, what is a good thing you can do, or what is the best thing you can do to not only stay motivated and do calisthenics forever, but also get faster progress, right? If you can progress faster, okay, you will get faster results and therefore it will keep you motivated and training for very long. And the best way to do that, first, you want to pick a skill which is not far from your level. For example, right now you started calisthenics, okay? You can do around a few push-ups, a bit of pull-ups, or maybe you can do pull-ups, but a bit of push-ups. You can just do a plank at least. Okay, so you're a beginner. If you aim for a planche, do you know how long you need to achieve a planche? So long. And because of that, it might take you months, even a year to just do, let's say, a tuck planche, let alone getting the straddle planche and the full planche, which can take maybe 3 years. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I think you get the point. But it can take very long to achieve it. So instead of aiming for a planche, why don't you aim for something more achievable, like the handstand? The handstand can take few weeks. Okay, some people, they struggle because they don't do a lot of things correct and it slows them down, especially with the handstand. It's actually easy to unlock. And this is why everyone who joins my academy is unlocking it in the first 30 days. If you want to unlock your handstand ASAP, join my academy. The link's down below. Okay, the handstand takes less time and it's easier to achieve. So if you achieve it, okay, in less time, you are going to get so motivated, then you can go for the next skill. Obviously, I wouldn't say go for a planche after a handstand. You might aim for the handstand push-up at least. That makes more sense, right? Uh, the point is, you have to pick a skill which is even closer to where you're at currently. I would also go for a frog stand before a handstand. Okay, frog stand is not too difficult. You can actually unlock it in a day or two. And so this boosts your motivation and gives you the confidence or reinforces that idea that you can achieve anything you train. Okay, and this is very important because a lot of calisthenics is psychological more than physiological. Cool, now we got this. Another thing you should do is you should always prioritize getting stronger with the basics, whether that's the push-ups, the pull-ups, and or the dips. When you focus on these exercises and continuously or consistently get better at them by either increasing the reps, the sets, or the weights added to it, then you're building a solid foundation. You're strengthening your muscles, your joints, your nervous system, which all in return will keep your foundation strong enough so that when you want to learn a skill, you will probably get it faster than someone who doesn't have a strong foundation. Okay, I'm not saying that having incredibly strong basics will unlock your skills in a second. Absolutely not. In calisthenics, you need to train the skill to get better. But having a stronger foundation in these basics, you are likely to achieve the skills faster. Finally, this is something I spoke about a lot on my channel, and that is keeping your sessions short and efficient, okay? So remember I told you that we just want to focus on these basics, like the dips for your pushing strength, the pull-ups for your pulling strength. So it's just 2 or 3 exercises, and maybe the skill you're working on is the handstand, okay? So now you have 3 exercises. Doing only these exercises will still help you not continuously make progress, but you will keep increasing your strength, building muscles, getting stronger by just doing these exercises. Why? Because they have the highest ROI. And the reason why these exercises have the highest ROI and get you the most results are because they are compound exercises. They work multiple muscle groups, okay? And different multiple joints as well. And because you're engaging multiple muscle groups and multiple joints, your body is building a stronger pattern while making it stronger. Okay, for example, the pulling, it's a basic mechanism for us, right? We just pull and we push. Now, of course, there's different angles like the horizontal and vertical, but the point is in general, it's pulling and pushing, okay? And these require the most muscles and joints. And if you just strengthen these by doing like pull-ups and dips, you are getting all the results you need to, stay strong, look good, and actually unlock skills. And if you want to do your typical push-pull split, okay, you can do dips today, pull-ups tomorrow, uh, do legs the day after, and then repeat, and then take a day off. Like doing one exercise per session, dude, anyone can do it, okay? You don't even need time, you don't need effort, you don't need energy. I also spoke about how we train skills and why you should focus on one or maximum two skills. All these, you can find this on my channel or join my Bodyweight Beast Academy, where I will help you make your own program and so you can get incredible results. And yeah, now your sessions are down to 20-30 minutes per day at home. And because of that, fatigue will always remain low. And we know that to increase strength, we need to recover better, okay? Not people who get strongest the fastest are the ones, remember, they don't train the hardest, but they recover the fastest. And if you keep the intensity controlled, your recovery will keep getting better, and therefore you will keep progressing faster. Okay, this was it, guys. If this video was helpful, please leave a like, subscribe for more, and also check out the other videos for helping you program your stuff, your calisthenics routine, and get incredible results. Cheers. Thank you for watching.